Hello, my beautiful souls. Here we are. I'm sorry it's late, but this is the energy read that I'm pulling for the last week of 2016. Yay! I am so ready for this year to be over, and I'm sure a lot of you are. Okay, so getting into the read, top line would be the masculine energy, bottom line the feminine energy. And again, remember we operate in both energies, so do not just throw the masculine at our males and the feminine at our females, because we operate in both. Remember, we are twin souls. So, let me take a deep breath here. How many of you right now are going through hell the final weeks of December 2016? I see a lot of energy shifts, and I can't help but want to take a deep breath here because I'm also feeling a lot of shifts. I've been given many opportunities, many paths that I can take, and being tested, I know, as to which one I take. And right now it's not about us taking the path that leads to our twin flame. It is about taking the path that leads to us advancing ourselves, our career, our life, our health, our happiness. It's about us taking that path for our growth. And this is what I see in the feminine energy, that there is a lot of growth that is happening, a lot of growth. I do see some of you, feminine energy, having an inner struggle, and that inner struggle is some challenges that are coming up in your life, things that have to come to an end, things that you've procrastinated, and now God is saying, get on it, get to it. You're really feeling it. You're feeling the struggle. The struggle is real. It's like, having to clean out that closet. You have to do it, but you'll get to it tomorrow. Well, it's like God is saying right now, get to it now before this year ends. A lot of shifting, a lot of changing. It's almost like things that no longer serve us are really being stripped. And if we're holding on to them, somehow it's getting so uncomfortable that we're having to deal with them. I do see a lot of the feminine energy now, financial stability, coming into financial stability. Not quite there yet, but coming into it. Okay, I do see that many of the feminine energy have been faced with soulmates that have come on their journey and have helped them on their path. They've helped them make decisions. And I had a soulmate once tell me that, some story about somebody stranded somewhere and God sent a guy in a boat, and the person said, no, it's okay. God's going to help me. God's going to get me out of this. And then another person came in the boat, and that person said, no, it's okay. God's going to help me through this. And he would always tell me that story because I would tell him, God's going to help me on my path. God's going to help me. And I didn't truly realize that, God brought him into my life to help me until after the fact. But my faith in God did grow stronger, and God did take me from point A to point B. And I feel that is where a lot of the feminine energy have met up with, and this would be, masculine, feminine, the male, the female, have met up with soulmates. I'm going to jump into the masculine energy, and more so the male. I feel they're being stressed out a lot from exes, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends. People are coming back, and this could be both male or female. I'm feeling this like it's an overall kind of shooting out at me. People coming back into your life, people from your past returning. It's time for those doors to close. And it's time, it is really time for those doors to close. But the people are coming back. And remember, if they are your ex and they're from the past, there's a reason why they're there and you haven't had that communication with them. So if this is not your twin soul or your twin flame returning, you need to close the door on this person. You may be getting phone calls, emails from somebody in your past that's going to be stressing you out, wanting to reconnect, wanting to take you out, wanting to spend time with you. Just like exes coming back and just, really stressing you out. Those are distractions. They are distractions. And you need to release them. No, thank you. I've moved on. I wish you well, and close that door. Okay. I do also see in the masculine energy that a lot of the masculine right now, they're not in relationship and not wanting to take relationship, and they're looking away from possible relationships. And I'm not getting like a serial dater type energy. I'm getting I don't have time right now to get involved. I'm not going to go on no dating site. I'm not going to go to no bar or no nightclub or anything like that. I see a lot of the masculine right now saying, I'm going to wait. They're not looking. They have this deep desire, but they're taking that initiative where they're saying, okay, going to live my life, and if God has somebody for me, God's going to bring them into my life. So I see a lot of the masculine energy with this belief right now that they're needing to focus on themselves. They're too busy. There's stuff going on, like things are unfolding in their life and they're getting all of their priorities straight. And right now a relationship isn't one. So that's good for a lot of us that are kind of on pause or on hold, or we haven't heard from our counterpart in a while. They are not looking for a relationship. They are not looking to date. They are single, celibate. They're getting their priorities in order. And I keep hearing, and I know this is my guide telling me, and what she's telling me is, as he's in silent, that I have to, she keeps reminding me that what he's doing for us. And I feel that through the cards too. Like, a lot of you are like, well, my twin, he's this, he's that, she's here, she's there. Everything that's happening is happening for our greater good. And it's time that we release and focus and move in that unconditional love, because even if your twin, he or she, is in another relationship with somebody else, you have to let that play its way out. No matter what, you have to let it play its way out. And whether it's 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or a week or 2 weeks, it has to play its way out. There's things that need to be learned. Remember, we share the masculine and feminine energy with our twin soul. So as we move in life and we bring things into order and things into priority, eventually they will catch up with us. So always move forward, keep going. Don't sit back and have a pity party. I'm showing that there is a lot of practical thinking with the masculine right now. A lot of practical thinking going on in their energy, whereas the masculine has more of a practical thinking. And the feminine energy is more of a getting things in order, getting things stable, cleaning out the closet, right? Doors are closing. I don't see the masculine energy as being tempted by other people. I don't see the masculine energy in any type of a temptation. It's like there's no distraction. Their mind is focused. They're thinking and they're moving forward. In the feminine, I do see that the distractions are coming, and the feminine energy is almost procrastinating. doing things and moving this way. And for myself, I was given many paths that I could take, and I really had to make the right decision. And me and my twin have the same guide, and she's bringing us together and working her magic on both sides. So when I was faced with 3 different paths, I mean, it wasn't just a huge fork in the road. There was 3 paths, and I had to choose. It took a lot, and I lost a lot of sleep. I am very sleep deprived. So I feel like that's something that's going on in the feminine energy right now, is decisions being made, obstacles having to become overcome. And remember, with these obstacles, we gain wisdom and knowledge. In the masculine energy, not so much distractions, but they're thinking a lot. Like there is a stress level that's going on inside of them where they're thinking and they're rethinking. And I do see that this is going to be this week going into 2017. Feminine energy, shame on you for procrastinating so much. It's time to get up off your butt and, close those doors, clean out those closets, and do what needs to be done. And these things need to be done, but you've been putting it off for so long. And I'm not talking about going on a diet or anything like that. These are things that are like things that you're still carrying from the past. If you go through your closet, say, oh, wow, you know what? This is an ex-boyfriend's jacket. You need that out of there. We're talking about a new life. We're talking about a new beginning that's around the corner with our twin soul. And it's time that you release, get rid of, and clean out those closets, and know that, you're being pushed. And if you need to move from where you're living, then you need to move. This is the time. If you've been thinking about buying a new car and your car is constantly breaking down, or you're going outside and finding a flat tire, these are signs. These are signs to have faith and to move forward. It is a new beginning. The old is gone, and it's time for the new to come in. And if you're still going to be holding on to the old, there's no room for the new. So again, like, clean out your closet. And I don't mean literally go into your closet, but I'm using that as a just a thing, like clean out your closet, what no longer needed, what no longer serves you, things that you've held onto from the past, things from past relationships, anything that holds the energy of the past, it needs to be gone. For me, I got a new car. I'm moving to a new house, and I'm taking a new job. So 2017 is the beginning of my new life. And I know that my twin soul is also getting things in order. And I do feel that part of him and his thinking is he doesn't have much to offer me. But 2017, for those of you that are able to communicate with your twin soul, send them a text message or an email. If you feel comfortable, call them. But a text is good because they can read it over and over. So for those of you, go ahead and send her a text or send him a text for the new year, because it is a new beginning and great things are going to happen, and we all need to hear that. And, when somebody that we love tells us something positive, it really impacts our life. So, I can tell you that you're beautiful, but if your twin tells you you're beautiful, it's something different. Anybody can say, you're sexy, you're hot, but when it comes from them, it's something different. So, I think a text or an email would be better, because even if they do not reply, they still can read that over and over. And us women, we do. We read over and over, and we analyze a lot. But right now in the masculine, I do see he's thinking a lot. He is thinking a lot, and he's bringing a lot of things into focus. And the feminine, you just need to clean, release, and get rid of a lot of that stuff that you're holding on to from the past. And this is material, it's time for you to move into a new position and a new life. And you can't do that if you're still holding on to things from your past. So I hope this helps you guys. Go ahead and leave your comments below. I got to get to work now. Any reads, again, go ahead, email me. Namaste.